Sometimes I'm tempted to ask him, Promise, if he lives in Ghana. Do you live in Ghana at all?
Yeah, of course.
You live in Ghana?
Yeah.
How long has been your longest stay in Ghana?
Well, for how long?
Like maybe you've been
the
in
last
Ghana.
year?
No, I know you are always in and out.
Yeah.
So how long would you say you stayed in Ghana without having to leave to go and play a show outside? Maybe 5 days, a week, 2?
It depends. Sometimes I'm here for 24 hours. Sometimes I'm here for 2 weeks. Like right now, I'm here for 2 weeks.
This one is the 2 weeks, but the
Yeah.
other ones we've never
Yeah,
had 2 weeks.
I was back like 3 weeks ago for 24 hours. One day, then I came from Asia, stayed a day, then I went to Canada. And then I'm back for 2 weeks. Then I'm off to South Africa. And as for the traveling, there are plenty. But I mean, we're blessed to be able to just take the music across the borders of Ghana and represent Ghana to the world. So
okay. Well, I remember asking that I wanted to have an interview with you. I was like, oh, he just left to Canada. I'm like, when? Oh, He just came for just some day. He just.
Yeah. I wish I could be staying home more though.
Oh, no work.
I mean, the work is important, but when I'm home, I'm more relaxed, Like I make 80% of my music at home.
At home?
Yeah.
Wow.
So it's always like a vibe when I'm home, just making music.
Wow. Now tell us about the Asia tour. I mean, what inspired that move anyway?
Like I said, it's always like important for me to take our music to the rest of the world. And my recent releases have all been going wild in Asia, from Indonesia to Singapore to Japan to South Korea. All of that is a madness. So my team and I had a few conversations with some promoters out there, and we just came to an agreement to do a tour just before the album drops.
Wow.
And it's just a madness. The movement is really huge in Asia, so it was only right that we go bless them too, So
So these countries you mentioned, you were there?
Yeah. I just did the first 3, which is the first one was Singapore. It's the first African artist ever to have a show, and not just a show, like a sold out show in Singapore. Same thing happened in Bali, and then same thing in Jakarta. So that was crazy. And I think I'm going back summertime. I'm doing Australia, I'm doing Japan, I'm doing, I think, Korea. It's a few.
I hardly hear these countries. I hardly hear artists go to these countries. So now that you were mentioning, I'm like,
it's mad. It's different. It's really a blessing, to get to set records where it's quite unbelievable. From where we are from, you understand?
Yeah.
What do you go do for that side? Who you know for them?
Yes,
but it's crazy that when the music comes on, it's a totally different story. It's completely astonishing. Me myself, I feel it as people, what you sing.
Yes, I was asking because I saw them literally singing word for word.
Nah, they know everything. Like when I landed in the airport, before
they knew you. They saw you.
It's crazy. Like, let's say I did like a 19-hour flight, right, to Singapore, because I think I went. There's no direct flight, so I went to Qatar first. That was like 9 hours. Did a little layover and then another like 7-8 hour flight to Singapore. And boarding the flight just from Qatar to Singapore, like the whole flight, they were going crazy, like, oh, we're coming to your show. You know what I mean? From the air hostess, everybody. So like the energy over there is so beautiful, just embracing our culture. I'm just so proud of the movement,
Ooh, this is beautiful to hear. It's so nice to hear. Yeah. But in your assessment though, what do you think made you penetrate into those markets?
Terminator. My song Terminator went off crazy over there.
So you think Terminator triggered it?
Everything.
Or they might have heard most of your songs?
No, so there are people who know me from my other records, you know what I mean? Like, we've been doing this for a minute now, so there's always been a global appeal to my sound. We've been touring for years now, so there's obviously, people who are familiar to the sound, but there are a lot of new believers who basically caught on through Terminator or Perfect Combi, or Paris is like so big there right now. You understand? So there's that as well. But hey, it's such a beauty to see what the power of music, and some boy from Accra just taking the world on. It's beautiful.
Do you think that maybe you singing in English also contributed to it? I mean, there's a bit of Ga in your songs.
Yeah,
there's Chi in there. But they
mean-
were singing it.
Yeah, English is definitely a contributing factor because when people can actually understand, they connect more. But I don't think it's all that because music, I believe, is more spiritual. We've been in Ghana, we've had music that has nothing to do with English, like Despacito, all of that. There were really huge songs here.
Gamnan
Yeah,
style or
so
whatever.
it's really about how the music makes you feel. You know what I mean? So definitely language does help, but it's the quality of the sounds. You know what I mean? Like, we make music for the whole world. You understand? Transporting what we have as Ghanaians with a touch of it being attractive to the rest of the world as well. And, thankfully, by the grace of God, it's working.
Well, would you say that Terminator has really taken you places? Because it's not just those countries. I think you did a few African countries as well.
Yeah. So we've headline shows like across the continents. Like, we took it upon ourselves that, this year, because usually we just do Europe, America, say nah, it's really right that we touch base with the continent itself. Just being from West Africa and not even being to other West African countries didn't make no sense. So we did headlines in Nigeria. I did Lagos and Port Harcourt, Lagos and Abuja.
Okay.
Also that crazy, like mad. And then obviously I've done a few more. I might not remember all, but I know I just headlined a festival in Kenya.
I remember
that was a madness. I just done Sierra Leone. I've done Gambia, Uganda, Rwanda. A few. I don't remember all
Man, you
now.
haven't slept.
Yeah, we're about to go to South Africa in like a week.
Woo!
As well. Yeah, we're gonna smash it as well. So, listen, me, the ambassadorial job is sweet to me. So,
of course, it goes sweet to you.
Say, just taking my people to the world. Because
Yeah.
it's about time. I feel like people have really slept on Ghana and the beauty of our sound for a long time. And by the grace of God, a lot of things are moving our way. And it's about all of us coming together behind each other as Ghanaians and pushing it. Because it's really us. Like, I'm really out here representing for us, So when the chance comes, I know you take play,
We not go take play. My guest this morning is King Promise, and King Promise has been touring the world. Like, he's just taking his music everywhere, every corner of the world. And of course, today he decided to visit us and also tell us more about everything that he's doing. And I must admit, the last time I spoke to him, I think was around, Terminator. I mean, we've premiered quite a number of his songs here, even his albums, and today we're here again. Now, you've had several nominations. Also, remember, we are live on Facebook. Go on Facebook, check out King Promise. One fine gentleman. One fine gentleman. He's here. You've been nominated for several nominations at the Telesol Ghana Music Awards.
Yep.
Which one can't you afford to miss on? No, but before that, how many nominations do you have?
I think about 6.
6?
Yeah.
6?
Yeah.
And the 6?
We take everything. We carry on. Everything.
You mean you're not leaving anything out?
It's only right.
Including Artist of the Year.
Yeah, of course, 100%. What do you think?
Well, what do I? It's quite a. What Coca? What is it?
I won of Yano.
No, okay. We will come to that.
No,
but
I won of Yano.
the way you stretch your neck is like you relax.
Because like you doubt say with the carry.
I haven't
That's why
said.
they ask, what do you
I'm
think?
coming to ask him something. I'm asking that because I asked if he's going to take that. He said all of that, but also I want to ask a question.
Sure.
There's been a lot of talks on social media, which one way or the other, I'm sure you've read. It's between you and Stonebwoy. That's what everybody on majority of people on social media are discussing. Between you and Stonebwoy, you think you win?
I mean, first of all, it's not just the two of us in the categories. You know
But
what
it's
I mean?
the two of you that is making the
there are people who have
conversation.
I've seen people say Sark, I've seen people say Nasi, Stone, of course, but a lot of people have had they've all had a very good year, you know what I mean? But there comes a time where, things change, you understand? The boys become men, and you might have to even go against your legends, but it doesn't mean any disrespect when I say I deserve it, Yeah.
This is your time?
100%. We only even getting started. My time and more.
I remember back then when you used to be nominated, but you never pick up awards. You were not happy about it. At some point, you really, had to voice it out that you don't know what was going on. But maybe that was not your time. So this is your
I
time.
always kept my cool. Like, for me, it's never changed where I always say that my music and making sure my fans are happy comes first, So that never changed. But it never stopped me also just appreciating the efforts of the organization, just, recognizing the efforts of Ghanaian artists. Because regardless, I always went back to perform, I always, like I'm available when I'm needed. You understand what I mean? And eventually I started winning from 2019. The last one I won 2 as well. And this time we're just winning 6,
Winning all the 6.
Yeah, of course, why not?
Will you be surprised if you don't win the Artist of the Year?
Yeah, 100%.
You'll be surprised?
Yeah.
Okay.
Won't you be surprised? Won't you be surprised?
I don't know who is winning.
We've done one hell of a job. No, I'm not saying we both don't know who's winning.
Of course,
Yeah,
we
but
don't
I'm saying,
know. Yeah.
I believe I'm winning it. So, what do you believe? Or I believe I deserve to win it.
I believe every other artist in that category will have the same
Political
things.
answer. I used to give those answers a lot. I'm an expert at that.
Oh, I learned from you.
I'm an expert at that.
I learned from you.
No, like these days, I just spit facts because really, like, I'm not one to blow my own horn or say stuff, but the fact that I feel like this is one of the ones everyone has spoken about the most in a very long time, because you can tell like what we have done with our past releases over the past year, and just the work we've put in, just representing the motherland to the rest of the world, and being a worthy face of Ghanaian music. Yeah.
All right. This is Kim Promise here on Daybreak Hits. He's my guest this morning, and as you heard, he said he's picking all 6 awards this year at the Telecel Ghana Music Awards. Just in case you are wondering, the awards is happening next Saturday, and quite a number of artists have been nominated in the awards, including the Artist of the Year category. A lot of conversations are going on social media, and I believe that we all have our thoughts. We all have what we think. We all have what we want to say or what not to say. But in all, as I said, if you have any questions you also want to ask him, promise, you can send it via our WhatsApp number 0548-841-039. And also, we are live on Facebook. You can drop your comments there. You can drop it on X, on Instagram, on TikTok, and we'll definitely ask all that for you right here on the show. So yes, Terminator has dominated the whole of from last year till now and is still doing amazing. But of course, Kim Promise, you didn't leave it there. You have a new one.
Yeah. I mean, after Terminator, I've dropped like 3 more songs. This is the 4th one.
It looks like Terminator. We have been covered by Terminator.
Yeah, but like right after that, I dropped Perfect on Biennale, and those ones have gone crazier.
Well,
like,
they have, but there's something about Terminator. I don't know.
I mean, it's just the virality of it, I believe. Just how far it traveled. But as in a hit record, like, don't take it away from the other ones. They're hits.
Well, Perfect Combi is also a hit.
And then obviously Paris is a huge
also a
one
hit
as well. So and obviously Terminator is older than all of them.
Of course.
They are, when they get to his age, they also show their strength. But so far, they are locking horns everywhere. Like whenever I'm somewhere, like when they come up, it's crazy. Like I just finished my Canadian tour last weekend. I literally just got back to Ghana 2 days ago, and like from Toronto to Ottawa to Vancouver, it's like all these shows sold out, and they're singing all these songs crazy. From my day one fans who know me because of Oh Yeah, Selfish, I've been to 10 Toes and Slow Down to all the way to Paris. It's such a beautiful like journey that we've had, and we've put in a lot of work over the years. So it's just such a blessing to see how far this can get.
Now I remember when we started the conversation, you said that you like to put music together when you're mostly home, when you're relaxed at home. And I want to find out what is that vibe? What is that thing that gets you moving?
Ghana, man. It's home.
Like, Kim Promise, Women Day. What energy? Because Women Day, like the vibe is there.
You talk about all the extra stuff.
Yes,
I really don't have, like, everyone has like vices or whatever. I don't really have a vice, I really move with energy because I could be sad and make, a song in that moment. Because it puts me in a certain mood. I could be the happiest. I could be drunk. I could be just catching the vibe. Could be a few girls in the studio. It's really just like how I'm feeling. Like if you just go club, come house, I'm like, I just enter studio. I'm like, I caught the vibe. Let's do this. Because really and truly, I like my music to be a reflection of my actual life. If it's not even my own story, it has to be as relatable as possible, where you listen like, oh, he must be going through something, it must be him, but it won't be. It's just because I actually know how to tell a story, you know?
Okay.
So really and truly, what really puts me in the mood is just being at home and feeling just comfortable, just the freedom of being Ghanaian. And in these places, eating my wache and my banku, you know, going to places like East Legon, me and the boys just link up for park. Like, those kind of things, just, it's my life that I put in the music, you understand? So, I mean, when I go outside, I do hit the studio. I've done a lot of songs that I didn't make in Ghana, like Chop Life I made in London, you know? And, you know, there's a few of them. Even my new single, Favorite Story, I started working on it in London. And then I came back to Ghana and then finished it with Kill Beach, you know? So, really and truly is really how I feel wherever I am, but the source itself will be here day.
but when you're doing the music, do you always anticipate this song is gonna be a hit? Like, do you always feel that way that
I
a hit?
I never go to the studio be like, oh, I have to make a hit by force. So we need to do music like that. I do music based on how I feel, and I give every song my absolute best. You know, when people drop albums, be like, you know, some of these songs are feelings. The rest are the main. There's no feeling for me. Like, my album, every song should be able to stand on its own. So I give every song that wing where he deliver him, say make it stand alone. You go stand. Yeah, because I know they go studio. So today they have to do hit song. Every song has to be a hit. You know? Whether slow, fast, whatever I'm talking about.
It's always a hit.
Yeah, if I stand on its own, you know.
Well, you all will admit that all the songs that have come so far from King Promise, from, as you said, oh yeah, till now, I don't know which song that is not a hit, but whether album, whether single, whether EP, they've all been amazing, and we all love your music. So the new one, what's the title?
It's called Favorite Story.
Favorite Story.
See the way I'm smiling talking about it.
Yeah. Oh, please help me smile too. Why are you smiling?
Nah, I just love the song, you know, and I have you know, my favorites on there as well with me. So it's not just myself; it's me, Sarkodie, and Olive the Boy, who I think is super crazy. Like, you know,
what's the new addition? I mean, we used to you and Sarkodie. So
what was Olive the Boy?
Yes,
it was so last minute. Like, when I did the song, I got back to Ghana and I was like, Killer, I've done this song. It wasn't part of my plans. It wasn't me on my album. My album is done. And then I had just went to the studio like one night, just the night before I came back. And I was like, Killer, I did this song and I think it's so crazy. He heard it, it's like, yo. So Guilty started the production and Killer just switched it up, you know. And then I was like, bro, I hear Sarkodie, but I didn't tell nobody. So I hit Sark up myself like, Onupa, I have something for you. Randomly. And then I sent it to him. And this is one of the first songs that I sent to him. And his reply back was his verse. Like, he sent me a reply to my message, with voice note,
with the verse,
rapping the verse. He hadn't recorded it, but he was like rapping it via voice note. Like, yo, I didn't know. And I'm like, bro, what the hell? Like, you can see that he felt it right away. And then eventually, just before it will come out, I don't know, I've been listening to Olive the Boy. I really like Asylum, and I did a remix for Good Sin, and I just felt like it needed like a fresh touch to it as well. So I just called him, like, bro, I have something, but you have to do it today. Like, if it doesn't come today, it won't happen because my album is being rolled out.
Yeah.
But I think it will be such a great vibe to have you on there. He said, okay, cool. We have a show the same night. After the show, he just sit in my car inside. Think I'll go to studio. He done the verse right there and then. We just, you know, bounce off ideas and boom. Next day, it was gone for mixing and mastering. And
wow.
It's such an amazing song, you know, just the generations from Sark to myself to Olive the Boy and just also sampling Aso. You understand? Like, see, it's so funny how the song came together. Like, when I did the song from London, when I entered the flight at the Camp Ghana, the first person I see on the flight be Kwabena Kwabena. And I was like, what the hell? I just sampled your song last night. I was just waiting to finish it and send to you. He's like, I changed my CG. I sat by him. And then I put it in his ear. He listened. He was going crazy. And then, you know, eventually the clearing process was smooth. And it's just beautiful having like Kill Beats, Guilty Beats, Kwabena Kwabena, Sark. It's such a Ghanaian recipe, you know? It's such
beautifully
a beautiful
cooked.
Yeah, man.
Oh. Well, now let's listen to this beautiful piece by King Promise. It features Sarkodie and Olive the Boy. We've heard bits and pieces of it. But today, let's listen to it fully. I have Nino here, I have Coca here, and I believe you're also listening. It's Kim Promise right here on Daybreak Hits. This song is a beautiful one, and you and Sax connection is something else. It's like there's a certain vibe, and I like the fact that you said when you sent the song, like it just came like that,
right back,
right back.
Yeah, chemistry day now.
Chemistry day.
Chemistry day.
That I like.
It's only right, like
Yeah.
that. Anytime two like very dope artists connect, it's a smash, you know.
What can we do to get close to Sack like that?
I don't know.
I'm asking because I mean, you know, sometimes you hear story, people will be like, "Oh, I sent my song, they admire it." So I just want to know, maybe there's something you're doing that we have to.
Like, I feel like he's like me as well. Like we don't force friendships. When we connect, we connect. When you see us, but you might never see us. And just paying one cent, we just focus on our job. But someone like Sako Bekana Obeti, you know, it's just we keep it real. That's it.
Yeah.
Like I feel like real people just mess with real people. That's it. You know?
And yes, now that you mentioned Kwabna before, I mean, we played the song and all that. I also love it because, I mean, sometimes you might sample something from someone and later you go and they go like, oh, don't take it. But it was just like that.
Yeah, no. He loved the record. Like from when he heard it, it's like, wow, you know? And we're just counting down to when it drops, and I think it's the anniversary of the original also even like this year, so it's even beautiful. I think 25th or something, 20th or 25th anniversary
already.
Yeah, so it's such a beautiful thing that I get to honor, you know, such a legendary Ghanaian song this way. I always wanted to sample it, but it had to be the right time. Like I said, I don't force records, so when it came to me and we felt like, you know, the execution was right, put fire for back, you know.
And promise, this song has nothing to do with your life. It's just a vibe.
It's so and so, you know.
Okay.
So and so. You know, the funny thing, I feel like Olive the Boy's verse has something to do with my life. I don't know if anybody told him anything.
Really?
Yeah, but it's crazy. Like what he wrote is something I see myself writing. You understand?
Okay.
Yeah, but my verse, it came off. I saw I just channeled, you know, just that, you know, it's a heartbreak song. So I just, you know, put it there. But what Olive the Boy wrote sounded like something outright. Yeah,
I think he's learning well.
Yeah,
Olive the Boy is really doing great for himself so far. His songs he's released is also doing amazing. So I mean, getting a big brother like you on there, it's simply beautiful. So this is on an album that you're about releasing.
Yeah, this is a single off the album that's out. I'll announce when the album drops today. Or should I announce it now?
You should just go ahead and do that. Just give your sister that right away.
Yeah,
Perhaps were you going to say no? He shouldn't announce. You shouldn't announce the album date. You should announce it. Quabs, if you say no, Quabs.
So we just tell them.
So we should say
it drops on the 14th of June.
Oh,
it's called True to Self. It's in like 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
2.5.
If you said no, like you see what will happen for here.
Yeah. Not 3 weeks maybe.
3 weeks. So 14th of June.
Yeah, True to Self, my next album. So there's a single of the album, and I think the pre-order will go live today.
Okay.
You know, so people can pre-order and just wait for it. But you know, until then, enjoy Favorite Story and obviously Terminator is off the album, Perfect Combi and Paris.
Wow. Yeah. So how many songs are we looking at on that album?
12.
12.
Yeah.
Solid. Please, will we do a bear party?
100%. There's no 5-star link up without it.
It will happen. It will happen. I mean, I remember the previous one was such a beautiful party. So we all look forward to this as well. And I know you never disappoint on this one. And have you shot videos for any of them yet, or
I've shot videos for everything that's supposed to come out. Yeah, everything has a video.
So you release all?
Yeah, because obviously we knew we will be on the road for a while. So we did like a month's work in a week just because we had to fly out. So everything is ready.
Okay.
Literally. Yeah. Maybe I'll show you a little bit when I leave it.
Yeah. Now let's come to this one. I'm sure you knew I'll definitely ask this.
Let's do that.
Cream boy, we all slept. We woke up. Kim Promise is getting married. Like he's marrying today. Me say my heart caught.
Why heart caught? You know my guy.
I know. It's not be said, but I'm like, Kim Promise, you not tell me. Like, why?
So like the coming of Christ, nobody go here.
But
Nobody go here.
that was something else.
I might be married, I might be married. I just might be.
So, Ken, that video, please.
Which
Today,
video?
that video of you in the kente, sacking the kente.
It was real though.
What do you mean by it was real?
It was
Come
a real
on.
ceremony.
It was a ceremony.
You think we throw money away like that?
No, but I mean, we saw it as a ceremony until later we heard it was a music video.
Who said? I never said anything about it. And I plead the fifth.
Promise.
I reserve my.
Promise. Let me look at your hand.
Don't worry about it.
Mobile not sharing.
Gomi cry, babe. December.
Gomi married like 34 years ago.
No, Gomi just married December.
And he's not wearing ring. Gomi, why?
No mind now.
Gomi.
About Gomi, I don't know if you talk.
Gomi, come, Gomi. No, Gomi, come, Gomi. You see,
when I leave Gomi alone.
But you know, Gomi be big man, so you see, he has to also maybe there's. Why you not wearing your ring?
I didn't learn from him.
No.
Gomi, I'm wearing my ring.
You don't be everybody that they wear ring.
Hey!
Ring be what? African.
Yeah.
Men person you the better system way.
Every day, his excuse is that he's an African man.
Yeah.
He's an African man.
Yeah.
I need to meet his wife.
This one you do some. This one do some.
You jump broom, you marry.
You marry.
So far as your wife in family take your things, you marry. You full married man.
Oh my goodness, got me interesting. So, Ken, you're not telling us if it was a marriage ceremony. You're not telling us if it was a music video. You're not telling us if it was real, like nothing.
I plead the fifth, but it was an actual event with a lot of my loved ones and family and friends.
I was not part. It's not a marriage.
You never know, there might be another event.
Okay.
Yeah.
That one will be part.
This one was a little, But I think everything will reveal itself very soon. Like
But
I'll unveil it, but you see me, like my private stuff remain private. So.
but I mean, it was a lot. I know kente is not easy to come by. Yeah. It's quite expensive, and everybody in that video literally walking. I mean, you all had kente with all those chains and all that.
Yeah, because it was a true like African ceremony.
And Joey B and that goat.
Joey is just an idiot. I don't know for Joey, man.
I'm like, what is this?
Joey's just crazy, man. I love Joey, man. He's just a crazy guy.
Oh, okay.
We call him the goat anyway, so it's just,
yeah. Joey B is a brother. I mean, I haven't seen him in a while, but
he's the greatest alive, eh?
So it was planned then.
I mean, everything in life has to be planned to a certain extent. Yeah.
Okay.
You don't just wake up and do a wedding, do you?
You plan it. Some of us, we just want to surprise people. So.
Well, it is what it is. But like I said, eventually, like
everything will
what everyone's supposed to know, don't know.
But did they affect you negatively or positively? Those videos.
I'm happy as hell.
You're happy.
Of course, it's a blessing to even just have such a beautiful, thing happen.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. We'll all wait quietly and see how that video turns out, or what it turns out to be. Whether it's
you really
marriage.
don't want me to get married.
Oh, I want you to get married, but I mean, it was sudden.
That's how I do my stuff, though.
Ken, you are not ready for that now.
Hey,
I don't know, but for some reason, I feel you're not ready. I mean, you're my brother. Like I feel you're not ready.
It means Sanine.
Sanya. I feel you're not ready. Maybe, I mean, that's my opinion. I just feel you're not ready. I feel you're doing so much at the moment.
I have friends who got married right after we finished uni,
Oh, I mean, like that one.
What's wrong? What's the difference with me?
Yours, well, I don't know, but that's how I feel.
Because I'm famous, or
not that you're famous, but I think that you're doing so much, and you're actually preparing it for the right time, but not now.
Maybe whoever I'm with understands my work and my now, not just the future,
Okay, all right. Okay, we'll take it like that. So also now calculating all you mentioned, your tours, your event, the songs, the albums, put all together. How long have you been in the industry?
6 years and some change.
6 years.
Yeah, need some change. Yeah.
You've done all the fame.
In 6 years, yeah. So it's crazy, isn't it?
Wow.
Yeah, it's mad.
You know, you said something that before you do something, you plan it.
Yeah.
Did you plan this 6 years ago?
So right from when I got in the industry, shouts to my team. I have such an efficient team. So if we finish the plan for this year, whilst we even did this year, they plan next year. Do you know what I mean? Like, say, we drop an album next year around this time. We go on tour around this time, and then as I'm saying, we are not in that year. We are in the year before that, but we're just planning ahead, and we've always had like our foot on the gas, just 2 steps ahead all the time. And I learned from experienced people, and it's been an amazing journey so far. Plenty people think I just can't wear blue, but then are they around too?
You know you've worked. As I said, I don't think we just woke up.
Say I know they shout down. I tire well.
Oh, now that you brought that up, what would you say was your biggest challenge before you
I
came?
don't get money.
Do you have money?
Yeah, I don't get money.
If you say you didn't have money, so
I don't get money. I know if you go studio. I did a trying back. I just the praise as I reach this. I figure studio time to record if they go allow me self. I figure go studio radio, give my CD, they throw my away from my front.
Oh.
Yeah.
The people who threw them away have you still
time they say we are blue self, then I don't get bike self then. Say, oh, you this guy. I did TV talk. I mean you did a trotro back. No more. Like I've been to everything every upcoming artist my go-to. Maybe not everyone, but coming from Nungwa and just not really having anybody from where I'm from doing what I'm doing, but by the grace of God, got to meet people who held my hand. It was a struggle, but those ones really ginger me, Like I'm like, yeah, I want. Like when I want something, you can't change my mind.
You can't change your
and
mind.
I give it my absolute best because why not be the best at what you do more than everybody else,
So when you go to Nungwa, how's the vibe like? How's the feeling like? Now I know you went to you and I went to Nungwa Secondary.
Yeah.
And that's one here, Nana Kwame. Yeah, that one. So aside the school, the community itself, I know a lot of communities boast of their artists and all that. Yeah. When you go there, how's the vibe like? How are the people like towards you?
Beautiful. The last time I did something huge there was when I did the free show for the community, but I haven't been back to do that for a while now. Okay. Because of COVID, but after COVID, we've just been moving around a lot. But I'm planning on going back. But whenever I'm in the hood, it's beautiful, man. It's just like people are proud. You understand? Say, one of their own can actually be successful to this level where it's globally respected, and not even just the world respecting or accepting you, but just you also representing them in the right light. They can be very proud of it. Yeah, this is one of our own, and he's doing it in a beautiful way. So I'm just thankful that I get to represent my people, and it's not even just Nungwa, like everybody around, across the country. For me, it's my duty and such an honor. I work with all pride and joy, knowing that it's a Ghana boy that when they talk, we can talk. they can try because we will go toe to toe. You understand? Yeah.
Ken, will you say Terminator is your biggest song?
Yeah, I mean at this point, when it comes to like numbers and all of that, it is. But I've had very huge records before that. But it's the difference in times. Like when Selfies drop and CCTV drop, it's not this time. This time there's TikTok, there's this, that, there's a different time, but like we keep evolving. So every time that comes, we are with the time. You understand? But yeah, definitely Terminator is like my biggest record so far. Yeah.
And how does that make you feel?
Yeah, they charge me. Like I'm
they charge you.
Yeah, I've had huge records, and then you keep having bigger records. So it's just beautiful to see that there's growth to what you're doing and how better it can even get if you're very like consistent, you work very hard, you give it your all, and you just have the resilience. Yeah.
Do you fear that the songs you're releasing, maybe a time might come where these songs you've actually released will be bigger than the ones you release sometime in future?
How do you mean?
So sometimes we get artists, they'll release a big song and then subsequently
I think I've proven to you guys more than enough for the past 6 years that can never be the case. I've had hits upon hits, and we're still doing hits bigger than those hits. You know, we keep going. Yeah,
So
there's no fear. Listen, sometimes I don't even know how I do it. That's why I know I'm blessed with it. Because I go to the studio sometimes without a plan at all. I just go to have fun, and I make music, and it comes out, everyone's going crazy. I'm chosen for this, you know. I believe I'm chosen for this. I'm born for it.
Yeah.
So I'm not scared. There's no fear. With all certainty and just trust in my talent that I'm here on this earth for this purpose. It gives me all the freedom in my mind and just the peace. Yeah. So I have fun making my music.
Right.
Have fun.
Doing music for the past 6 years and some coins or change, just like you mentioned. When or what would you say has been your most embarrassing moment on stage?
Embarrassing. I remember this one because it was an event. It was an all-white event, and then I don't know what happened, but I was going on the stage, and just when I started, my mic went off, and then the lights went off, and then I'm just on the stage like, okay, mini, I don't know, you know. It was just wild, and I had to go back. And then they wanted me to come back on stage again. That was like, it was embarrassing. But those was like the earlier stages of my career. But it just sticks with me because that was like one of the main huge platforms for me at that time where, you know, I was really looking forward to it, and that happened.
What platform?
I don't remember the name, but I remember that
It
event.
was
Yeah.
So all white.
Yeah,
It was big in Ghana.
Yeah.
Okay.
But that was years ago.
That was
But
years
apart
ago.
from that, like I said, I've gone through things everybody goes through, like from upcoming artists, from giving my music out and then throwing it out in the trash, you know? And that same song later going on to blow, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So nothing can stop me. Like those ones, it's my duty to make the non-believers believers, you know?
Yeah. That's so cool. Kim Promise is my guest this morning here on Daybreak Hits, and the conversation has been one interesting one. I know Nino might have a question. I know Coca will also have one. I will just rope them in very soon. But I know, Kim Promise, you've been to Hits FM rep your jersey a number of times.
I have.
You have, and you were one loyal one. I really admire that about you.
I do
When
what
you
guys
come,
know.
when you can always in Chelsea. Are you still with Chelsea?
100%. What are you talking about? What is a milestone with Chelsea?
But Promise, Chelsea is not doing so well like Man City. Like, you know, it's still blue. Look at the jersey I'm wearing. Chelsea is not doing.
People where they support.
Arsenal jersey?
People like Baby Ajo. This team is set already. Where people they go there. We they rebuild. They build. They rebuild. They build.
The
They
rebuild
go,
is
they
not
down.
rebuilding.
Like, you know, see how we end. I mean, nobody think. Go ask Manchester. They are back. They are
Manchester
back.
City, you people here, it's not happening. As for Manchester, nobody should
Hagler
call.
do transfer.
Yeah, Hagler was with Chelsea, but
also
now Hagler is with Manchester City.
When I don't see nothing yet. This season, you know, you need to talk to my talk and do.
Talk and do.
So yeah, watch.
I know
Next
you
season,
love football.
die.
You play football.
100%. I don't get a time anymore, you know, as much as I would, but I love football. Like, you might catch me going to the interview there. I did my phone just to watch who they play till I get there, you know.
I think the last time I heard you play was with Mr. Easy at
yeah, we did a charity
I think-
back home in Nungwa.
yeah, that was Teshinungwa. That's very close to my house.
Is it?
Yeah. I heard you guys were there, but I was a little under the weather, so I
next
couldn't
time.
come on. Next time, don't worry.
Yeah,
You see, say my hood in the pitch, no, they be
It'd be nice.
be very, very nice.
I actually want to build a pitch for like the community as well. I was just talking to my team about it.
Oh,
Yeah.
that'd be great. I mean, considering how you love football, it wouldn't be bad at all.
100%.
But why do you like Chelsea? Apart from why?
I am a Chelsea fan. I've always been a Chelsea fan.
You've
Anybody
never-
who knows me knows I've been a Chelsea fan from like day one. Yeah, but obviously I was a big Michael Essien fan, so I feel like he was an integral part.
Okay.
People say those Ghanaians who support Chelsea because of Michael Essien are new Chelsea fans, but it doesn't make no sense. It doesn't make no sense.
Doesn't
How many
make
years
sense.
ago was that?
It's
That
been-
was the
been so
Chelsea
long.
revolutionary time. That's when Jose Mourinho came. That's when Abramovich took over the club. So it makes all the sense because that's when we actually, you know, stepped into our this thing. You
Yeah.
understand?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So
I wasn't old enough to be an old Chelsea fan. I was a young boy.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah. But of course, I think Michael Essien really inspired quite a number of Ghanaians.
He did, but
Yeah.
like one of my favorite players was Didier Drogba.
Yeah.
And then John Terry, like my captain, you understand?
Yeah.
Petr Cech, Let me not even start.
And that's why I mean, these ones, I know all of them. What do you mean by she mentioned? I said, Halad is there. Mr. Akla, Mr. Akla, come. Where's Mr. Akla?
Last week you wore
Massa, you don't come there.
I told you,
I indicated that I wore the Arsenal jersey for shaggy reasons.
Why?
And I did state it. I'm like, yeah.
But they said you are the reason why they didn't win.
Oh.
Yeah, so start t-shirt nah.
Please. But of course, next week Saturday, which is 1st of June.
Album pre-order is out now.
Oh, it's out already.
Yeah, it's out now. So just the songs that are out, you can see.
Okay.
You can see the date, it will drop as well. And
okay.
Obviously, favorite story is out now.
So you all go check it out right now. Yeah. Yes, Kim Promise has given that to us right now. I know the album there. We'll listen. Huh? So are you going to be in Ghana on the 1st of June?
100%.
Okay. So VGMA, they will go. But we'll have to do, would you come and play ball first?
Oh, your event is on the 1st?
Yes, it's on the 1st.
Oh,
what call about no now? If you don't hear me, few.
No, me coming try and try. They didn't fit me trying try. Some try.
Oh, Nino Becker about Bailey.
It depends on anybody.
You know your gospel be aside.
It depends on anybody.
You know your gospel be aside.
I'm about to strike you because my defending.
Yeah.
But for you get
over here.
I'll beg you on that. But of course, 2 teams are in there. We have Dortmund and we have Real Madrid. Yes, you're Chelsea.
You guys don't have Chelsea?
Champions.
Oh, the final.
Champions, yes,
okay.
the final.
They are Madrid all the way.
Hey, Hala
Madrid.
You see, we think alike.
The yellow guys go take the team.
Which yellow guy, please?
The yellow guys go take the team.
Real Madrid, they write Champions League for them.
Oh no! This time they don't go happen.
You don't say FIFA was formed out of Real Madrid. Oh no.
C'est bien les années à Glénat question les.
But I can't go more. You want to ni mene ma mena shike kuke. Oh, don't ma mena shike.
1st of June, hits up and rep your jersey. We are all going to be there and we're going to have a good time. Nino, Coca, you have any questions to ask him, promise?
Oh, no. I mean, he's done awesome. And he's made Ghana proud. I will be shocked that Artist of the Year, he loses it. I will be shocked. But even though Charterhouse is the big shock of all times, they can shock you. But I'm telling you,
Charterhouse will be very good.
Oh yes,
Charterhouse is just entered the studio.
Charterhouse just entered the studio.
He hasn't shock.
They will shock you.
The scheme. Please choose
the powers.
Please choose
the powers that behind their awards, they can surprise you. But this year we go surprise them.
Hey.
This year they win the honor this.
Okay.
Whoever is close, if you check the person in streams, you know they match. The person will show. You get me? The tours, we they see. Some of the tours we they see. Some it be some 300, 200 people we they see.
There are.
The numbers we they see.
Okay.
Dear, why here Jumano? He's been denying. This time God in favor. He no go run. He be own. Whoever no agree. Where this time nobody go pull gun. That was go happen. Credentials say clean. That was the winner go take go. They no go scare anybody way the awards go suspend. That year that award who then take give? The time them pull the gun and take give somebody. They not take give you anybody.
No.
So this year the owner go take. Enquire to say me fenti. No my BB NC.
Okay.
Hey.
Nino.
I just want to say congratulations to Kim Promise. If you look at his record last year, it's amazing. And I also personally love the fact that he's following what the backend is telling him as concerning the streaming platforms. I listened to some of his interviews, and he says the reason why he did the Asian tours, he watched the backline streaming, and he saw that a lot of people were listening to his songs in those countries, and he had to fix the tours around there. I'm sure it's the same for Canada too. 100%. Yeah, so it's good for artists to understand this concept, to look at the statistics backline and see which countries aside Ghana are listening and how they are increasing, and follow. Go there, do a show, win their hearts more, let them see you. It'll help you grow that audience base. So I think it's a great decision by him and his team to do it. And I think congratulations to him too. I think in August he has another Afro Nations gig in US with Lil Wayne and all of that. So congratulations to him. He's not sleeping, he's working. So we wish him all the best for next week.
Parade their awards before the show.
We wish you all the best for next week. We're praying that it comes clear for him. But there are a lot of people there, so let's see. But wish him all the best.
Wish him all the best. Mr. Chatterhouse, Mr. Robert Clark, good morning.
Morning.
Oh, I love your red hair.
I love that you love it.
Well, this is Kim Promise. I mean, Coca was saying some things, but I know that
What did I say? I can buy win award.
that be okay. Chatterhouse.
I'm a shock.
Oh, that be.
Robert,
Robert, you got any questions for Kim Promise?
Yo, look, I think that when we discuss Kim Promise, everybody needs to understand that it's about strategy being executed. And this strategy that has been executed is being done not by a person but by a solid team with passion and constantly learning, trying to understand, trying to uncover the opportunities within the space, and that's basically what it's up to, and you can see it. And I'm particularly excited about the science behind what they are doing with respect to following the music where it goes, because you see, while we are enjoying the experience of what it's doing this year in terms of Asia, it's also because these doors were unlocked from last year.
Yeah.
And I think Terminator had so Terminator, really we need to be able to look at that particular project well. It's not just a song, it's not just a hit, it's a global
project.
hit.
It's a project we need to look at.
You understand? And yeah, it's certainly because it comes with all of that. And when I speak about Terminator, I'm a bit interested in the aspect of the dance as well, because it's about using all the forces to be able to project music to the top. And so yeah, I think that particular line, we all need to be able to appreciate what it is and what it stands for. I would probably like to find out from Kim Promise what's inspired the song, because it's even when you listen to the lyrics, there's something in there, you understand? So it's got multiple benefits. You're dancing to it, you're listening to it, there's some advice in there, there's some that kind of stuff. So I'd like to have for him to share with us exactly what inspired the song.
I mean, Terminator is really my truth. Like, at the end of the year, before I put that song out, because it came out like first quarter of the year after, I just went through like a very rough patch where it was like I constantly had to remind people of what I stand for, and I was like, listen, I know myself, I know I'm not a bad person. I'm really at this point where if you don't understand me or not, I'm actually okay, because no one's perfect, and people are very hypocritical and just act a certain way as if they are better than each other or they deserve some slack and you don't. It's like, listen, this is how I feel. I'm an artist, I put in my music, and I'm like, listen, I've been in the game for 6 years. I've been point and kill since I come. I've been doing this thing and doing it well. I'm a chill guy. If you know me, it's really just my truth, and I put my truth in my music. And I guess a lot of people just related, because I feel like everybody had been at that point in life where they felt like they are misunderstood, or you like people just disregard your efforts. You understand what I mean? And it's really just my truth.
Is it like a constant feel, or is just like something that happened at that particular point that made you...
just before I put a song out, it was just a rough patch.
Okay.
But really in life, I feel like you hit those roadblocks here and there, from time to time. But with growth, you get to know how to handle it, which obviously I know how to do now. Like, I really can't be like bothered. You know what I mean? As long as my heart is clean and I'm doing my parts very well, I can't be bothered, because everyone also does have an opinion,
Yeah, they do.
Very relatable. So again, I mentioned earlier strategy, right? Because you see, if you check if you check the markets, the music markets in the world, the biggest is the US market. Number 2 is Japan.
Yeah.
Where is Japan?
Sure.
Good.
Asia.
And this man is unlocking that space. The third is the UK market,
Which
and
is
it's still
already
placed
there.
in that particular space. Now, there's a song with the name Paris. If you check the top 10 music markets, the France is one of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a song about
Then we have Germany. So what I'm saying here is, it's not just music. There's also some strategy behind this thing, and that is what I'm seeing. So I
100%.
exactly. So I just want to say that people need to be able to employ these elements into what they do, because sometimes we are waiting for luck to open the door, but there's also something called strategy, and if you can employ that, I think it's going to do magic for you. Strategy well executed always achieves results, and I think King Promise is a true testimony to that, Charlie. So big ups.
Thank you, man.
Nwa King Kong.
This is Ghana's King Kong, not just Nwa. I represent everybody.
Exactly. Well, that's Ghana's King Kong. Of course, King Promise here on Daybreak Hits, and you heard him. It's like literally we just trying to squeeze everything out of him just to know what's going on, because as he said, I think after next week, he's probably out of the country again for more tours and more events across the world. So, yep, that's just it on him. Now, I'm going to ask this one last question before I promise we know one more. Oh, I'm sure you have seen Sadiq pushing so hard. He believes that you are the best candidate to win the awards. Now, I've also seen reports. Of course, you and Sadiq have had your back and forth. Yeah. Yes, and it was resolved, I think, on Joy FM, if I'm not mistaken. And then now he's doing that. People think that, it's fake. Others also think that, he's being genuine. You know, Sadiq, how do you feel about it, especially the way he's pushing you so hard to win the Artist of the Year?
I mean, it just goes to show the work we've done, because it's not just him. It's like everyone can tell. I don't have to shout it. You know what I mean? It's just, for me, what I believe is, as a country, when it gets to a point where the truth is the truth and we all have to rally behind something to make it bigger to the rest of the world, we do it. And I think that's what he's doing. Yeah.
All right. Sadiq is doing it. There's one other lady, I think Awula now Foley. She's also so busy with that. Her husband actually schooled in Ngwa Secondary, so she doesn't.
Send her my love.
Well, she
like
doesn't
people
play.
like that, things like that. They motivate me to even keep going harder. Like I there's so much like on my shoulder that I can't let people down, because it's just beautiful. Like when I was at the mobiles, I'm like, representing Ghana. It was just that feeling, just knowing that my people back home, we're doing this and we're doing it together. It's nice to also have the support of the people back home. See, they say this one will be for us, so they for hold them. It's a beautiful thing.
All right.
You see, we're talking about strategy, and when you take the brand promise, it's not just the music, it's the tourism, it's the exposure, it's putting Ghana in different maps. Some time ago, there was a song, Tokyo.
Tokyo,
Now you see, what I see happens is they unlock with songs to get where they want to go to start growing. So by the time the place gets ripe, they enter.
Yeah.
And when you talk scientific, there is data of streams, and there is data of shows. There is videos that when you sit down to do evaluation, if it's just by numbers, I'll say he'd have won already. So you need to understand what you're doing, and then your team also needs to understand the markets they are playing with. And he's sitting in the center of our music.
Yeah.
Where you find the high life, when you find the hip life and the rap, and he's sitting in that middle and making sure that any other song that is released, he says that, okay, this is there, but also have this bit of it. And his consistency with albums. And I always say that I pity artists who just wait and release singles, because your body of works is what pushes you beyond where you are. Because if there is an argument, it is the body of work that you will show. That you say, no, listen to this song. I've listened to this song. Listen to this work. This person did this. But if an artist, a whole year and a half, 4 songs, what's the creative work?
Are you talking to me?
Oh, the end, you say, you release it.
They're my main kind of messages now. Samuel Quayne says, Senior, you have really pushed through. Your fans are proud of you. Your tracks are dope. We pray for more hit tracks. How dare you? Paris, Terminator, and others. We love them. Ralph Juicy says 5-star general, and Benoni Boaz Anatri says, top shutter, Bortin Newman, hardest guy, enough respect, great talent. Another one says, big up Kim Promise, big up yourself, superstar. I can't wait to meet you for the first time at Akosombo International School tomorrow. You're going there tomorrow?
I am.
Oh, so it says, please remember the name Dawn Chillap. You owe me a photograph for my gallery. Keep up the good work. He says, we're proud of you, Ken. Ruby Mensah says, Kim Promise to the world. Taproot says, my mentor, 5-star, more blessings, boss. Aisha says, Madam Doreen, kindly tell Kim Promise to take me when he's going to South Korea so I can find my Korean boyfriends after he should love him. Sister, this one.
I have something.
Okay.
So I'm just thinking, like whenever, if you do a little bit of studies or analysis when it comes to the hip hop culture, and they always say it's a culture, it's not necessarily just music. They always tell you it comes with a number of things. So ethnomusicologists will be able to give you a breakdown.
Yeah.
So hip hop comes with about 9 specific areas. So one of them is fashion. And then you also have the lingo and everything that it comes with, the beatbox and all of that and all the elements. As Kim Promise is going out there, representing heavily, it would be nice. I'm just thinking that maybe we should also carry other elements of the
Ghanaian culture,
of the culture, whether it's Afrobeats, whether high life, whatever, but other elements. Whatever he represents there as fashion will become the known fashion for people within his space or the music genre he represents, because he's a pioneer in that space essentially.
I mean, it's good you said that, because with my subsequent like what I have coming up next year, it will answer your question. So,
right.
when you see,
we know
so that you can imagine what happens if some of the stylists or designers are like feeding in this particular space. It just opens up the market, and then it's like everybody's winning.
Okay.
I really started a project with this album. So everything I've been wearing, most of the things I've been wearing, gearing down, all of that has been Ghanaian made. But it's more of street fashion for all the new kids. Like, this is from Ghana. I don't. Some cats who nobody knows. But I'm like, guys, whatever you have, bring it. I'll wear it. You can do all the promo you want with it. When I'm on stage, when I travel, I'll take it. But also, I even go deeper and further to our actual cultural stuff. You see.
Okay, we'll see. My final message, and then Kim Promise, and then we wrap it all up. Indeed, God's time is always the best. Thank God you never gave up, because the TGMA Artist of the Year be cool chop for you. Congrats in advance. Yes, I know we're pressed for time. Your final words, Kim Promise.
Yeah, thank you guys so much. God bless everybody. All the love and the support. First of all, new music out today. It's called Favorite Story, featuring Sarkodie and Olive the Boy. It's out on all DSPs, all platforms. Go check it out. Secondly, make sure you vote for the boy for the TGMA Music Awards. All the categories, make good job everything. And I'll catch you guys on the night as well. And just be on the lookout for the album. I'm very, very excited to share this one with you guys. So it's very special to me, and I can't wait to see your reactions and everything. So True to Self out on June the 14th. This album is gonna change everything. You know what I mean? So I'm super looking forward to it, and I'll forever continue to be your proud ambassador to the rest of the world.
And we are happy to have you. It's always a pleasure to talk to you, Kim Promise. And thank you so much for always honoring our invitation as well. We can only wish you all the best. And we pray, just like every other album, every other song that has come out, we pray that this one is a success, and keep making Ghana proud. We all love you. We all love you. We love you.
This is Hits.